For example, what would be great if at one point in the future, your sales employee meets somebody on a fair, talks to his phone, says, okay, offer this and that to this client, get it ready for me in the drafts. And then the next day he's in office, he just has to review it and click send. That's it.
Absolutely. I have another example that comes from my daily work. So currently with all larger customers, I still have like one-to-one calls to basically understand their needs, understand their use cases, and really still learn, also doing sales, but also to learn for us what are interesting use cases. And after this call, I normally I write down a lot. So after this call, I go to my CRM, basically put in what is interesting, if it's an interesting lead, how large the organization is, and all this information. I go to our Slack channel and report back a little bit because it's sometimes very exciting and interesting for our team to see where we're working on. Then I go to Notion and put in if we have any feature requests that are new to us that we didn't have, or if they mentioned a feature request or a feature that we don't have yet, and add that. And then I send them an email depending on how the call was, with our product presentation and so on. And ideally, I would like to just put all the things I wrote down in Omnifact, and Omnifact would understand, oh, I see, this customer is interesting to us. It has this potential of seats. They want to test with that. I'm going to put this into the CRM. They also mentioned this in these feature requests. We have that in Notion already. Let me update that for you. And also, here's a summary I would like to send to Slack. And is it okay for me to send this email to the customer now? So, and if we get this point, like my life and the life of millions of salespeople will be much, much easier. And you can basically think the same thing about marketing, about your work with setting up the interview with me, for example. There's so much potential for automation if you have these tiny steps and this planning ahead that you still can interact and change with, and nothing happens with you approving what the AI plans.